local umpire's got some bragging rights. Seriously, he's headed to the Little League World Series.
So let's check back in with Julissa Ortiz, who's ready to yell out her best strike. Hi, who?
Well, I tried. I tried during the commercial.
Yeah.
And failed miserably.
Oh, come on.
So we're going to try it again.
Okay.
Okay. It was kind of embarrassing, actually. But that's neither here nor there. This is the guy we really care about right here. This is Jason Field. As you mentioned, just selected to be an umpire at the Little League World Series coming up this August. How exciting. You've been here, you're here in Rockland. You've been volunteering since the very beginning. This is where your journey started.
Yeah, my journey started in 1992 in Nevada City Little League. I've been umpiring half a dozen games a year up until my son started playing Little League.
Yeah.
And then once I got to the local league, Tri-City Little League, I joined the board, and then I started umpiring there.
Yeah.
And it was a game that I did with a former major league umpire, or major league pitcher, or a current major league pitcher, Logan Webb. That was like, wow.
I'm sorry, did you all hear that? Logan Webb. So he's just a kid on the mound at that time.
Yeah, he's just a kid on the mound, and I only did the little kids, and then I was asked, I said, hey, can you go up and umpire a major game? And I was like, oh, it's, okay, these kids throw a little faster, and that's where I really got I was like, wow, this is fun. The game's faster. Yeah. Everything, the players are much better, and I had a great time.
Oh my! So now you see him with the Giants, and you're like, I umped one of his games.
Yeah.
back in the day.
Maybe I helped him get there.
Maybe let's go with that.
Not.
Let's go with that. Okay, I also had to make reference to the fact his last name is Field. I feel like this whole baseball thing was meant to be for you.
I've been playing baseball since I was 5-6 years old. My son.
Get there.
My son's name, Lane. His middle name is Turner Field. We're a big Braves family. And my daughter is Madison Field, and middle name is Riley, originally after Rayleigh Field, so it's pretty close. So yeah, there's a lot of baseball ties.
Oh my gosh, so fantastic. Okay, so you recently got the call. This is a training video, my friends, that you can actually see Jason in. He's the home plate ump. And so there's academy, there are tryouts for this. I had no idea that this is kind of the modified version or modified program now of how they do it for the World Series, is that you now have to try. What does that entail?
So you get an invite to they just started it this last year. It's called an identification camp. Yeah. And they want to identify I guess I don't want to say you word best, because I don't feel like I'm always the best.
So humble.
Most qualified umpires to umpire the Little League World Series. So I got an invite last October. I flew down to San Bernardino. Yeah. We did 3 days in the cages where they cranked up the pitching machines to 75 plus miles an hour, which is equivalent to 90 plus mile an hour major league.
And you got to call it.
And they moved the machine around, and they looked at proper use of eyes, your pitch accuracy, your timing of your calls, and
wow.
I guess I did okay.
You did okay indeed. All right, so of course I got to ask you about, and I'm going to make sure when you call an out, because earlier I said a strike, he's like, it was an out, not a strike. Okay, so when you call an out, you get all pumped up for it, can you show us how it's done?
I want to say pumped up. If you, I like to use the term, if you're loading up, that means the coach is going to see oh, you wanted to call that before you even saw what happened. Yeah. So I try to be as calm as I can, take in information, and then render my decision. Okay. So let's go. But the strike three that we talked about earlier. Strike three. Is hike, heat.
That's how it's done, my friends.
That is
how it's done. And we're going to see him do that come August in Pennsylvania. So we're going to be following along. Should I give it a try? You want to see how pathetic my version was?
You got this.
Ha! Out! I mean, strike.
We do have a training coming up this weekend. I'll be out.
You saw a mouse or something.
Here's the worst part. I used to play softball. What happened? What happened?
Yeah. But you weren't trying to get strikes.
Oh my gosh!
In your defense,
I wasn't. I was just trying to. Exactly. That's right. That's right, Courtney Dempsey. Right. Jason, I'm so excited for you and your family. This is so exciting. You're not done with us. We're gonna check you out before you head out, because between now and then, he's got to train. He's got to make sure those eyes are sharp, the move's sharp.
Yeah.
Right. because he wants to be on his top of his game for the big show. So excited that you are representing. And there's actually a couple that are representing from our region too. And it's all volunteer, by the way. I want to make sure I mention that. This is all volunteer and on their own dime. Pretty awesome.
Very
all right,
cool.
I'll send it back over to you.
Thank you.